Turkey Tour 2022 is finally here, guys. Gav's loading up the rest of his gear right now in our pickup, and we're gonna get heading west.
This is a year coming. So I just told Brandon before, take me far away from here. I'm ready to rock and roll.
No more work, folks. It's time to hunt.
I think I got it, bro.
All right, man. I say we hit the road. You feel good?
Yep.
All right, guys. First night in Nebraska. Gav and I are heading in the hotel now. It's a pretty easy trip, other than dodging deer the whole way here. But we're gonna get up early tomorrow morning. We're heading to a property I know pretty decent, and we're gonna just be owl hooting early in the morning, see if we can strike up some toms. If anything's gobbling, we're gonna get on them. Old Gav back there fiddling around. A good night's sleep. This place is fancy. Here we are. Alright, good morning, guys. We are heading down to the lobby. We're gonna run out to the truck, organize hunting equipment a little bit, and get ready for the morning. Got about a 25-minute drive, 25-30 minutes, so not bad, but we still want to get there plenty early this morning. That way we can sit and listen to birds, hopefully on the roost. And we got a game plan already put together, but it's probably going to change throughout the day. So Gav checked weather, looks good. Looks like it's going to be in the 50s, mid-50s this morning. I think we're going to get on some birds. Alright guys, opening morning. Gav and I can hear some toms gobbling. It's over on private. We got the decoy set out. We're up on the top right now. This was sunflower field last year. So we're kind of just hoping if we can keep calling throughout the day, we can pull these toms off private out into these open fields. If we don't, after a while, we'll probably get up and try to relocate, run the locator calls. But for right now, we can hear him gobbling, so we know where he's at. Alright guys, little morning update. Gav and I sat in this field edge spot for probably about 3-4 hours this morning. And Tom was gobbling good over on private. Unfortunately, he didn't work his way over. He shut up, and then it's been quiet ever since, probably for at least an hour and a half or more. So we're doing some scouting right now, running the locator call. We found a field that's got some pretty fresh turkey tracks in it, so probably grab some coffee, some food, and then we'll come back out and we'll set up on that field where all those tracks were. Hopefully they'll be out bugging around this evening and strutting. Temps are gonna warm up, so they should get active here pretty soon. We're sitting up on that field edge. Wind was ripping by 25-30 mile an hour at least. No birds, no gobbling. So I decided to start working down in these valleys. Just running locator calling. I did some yelping. We didn't strike up any birds, so wait this wind out. Hopefully it dies down today. And if not, then we're gonna have to relocate him for the night and put him to bed. Alright, day 2, guys. We're heading in a little bit earlier today. We got some competition. It's Saturday, so we're definitely gonna have some other hunters to deal with. We're trying to get over to this spot. We saw most of the tracks and sign yesterday, and just kind of slow playing, but hopefully they're gobbling right off the roost, and we're in the action pretty early. Alright, day 2 started off much better. A lot more birds. They were pretty active on the roost. We did some soft tree ups, got one to cut us off, but as soon as they pitched down, they went silent on us. So we're gonna be moving around. Gavin and I are putting together a game plan, and we're scouting some of these other birds. We saw one Tom across the field. He was still up in the tree, so we marked a pin on that. This evening, he was hammering, but only to crows. And then we heard a hen. She was clucking and yelping, so we knew they definitely got together. We decided we wanted to come back to this far back field and investigate it. On our way back here, that hen was clucking just at the bottom of this hill. So luckily, Gavin and I were creeping through here nice and slow. We didn't spook her. We waited for her to walk off. And as you can see behind me, we're going to tuck up in these cedars. This can be our setup for the morning. We think these toms are roosted right along this ridge here. Gavin, I can hear them really good this morning. It's going to be calm tomorrow, crisp, but it is going to be a little bit cold. But we feel like they're going to be definitely hammering off the roost. So on the last morning, we spotted 2 strutters. They were out in the field. They were probably a good 700, 800 yards away from us, but they were working our way. They were following hens. They were coming across this prairie, and we felt like we had a really good setup. We were just kind of hanging tight. Once they got within probably 300 yards or so, we started calling. Unfortunately, they weren't gobbling. They were just following those hens hard, strutting. We filmed them come up. One tom eventually circled like behind us. He was probably about 60, 70 yards at one point. We could hear him gobbling, but we just couldn't get him to come in the field to our decoy setup. Unfortunately, we didn't get a tom down, but we had a great time. First time early archery hunting in Nebraska, and it was an absolute blast. Weather was extremely cold, unfortunately. So thanks for tuning in on the first episode, guys. On next week's episode, we're heading back to Illinois, and Kylie's up to bat. That's my little sister, and we put her on some birds. We were in the action.